Sup fams, welcome back to my channel. Today I have another controversial video. I might gain subscribers, I might lose subscribers, but hey, this is just for fun. But hey, you know, I actually want to give my opinions out on these 5 movies. So today we'll be talking about 5 movies that I like or love, but a lot of people hate, or majority of people hate. Coming up right now, I hope you guys enjoy the show. All right, quiet on set. Scene 1, take 1. Action. Now, before I get onto this video, I'd like to let you guys know, if you guys like this video, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, make sure you share it with friends. Make sure I hit that bell for notification because it does help the channel a lot. So let's just get straight onto it. Coming in at number 5, we have Mercy Black. This film stars Daniela Pineda, and well, surprisingly, even though it does get pretty slow around the second and third act, first and second act actually, it's actually a pretty interesting story. Basically, it's a story about a girl that's overcoming something, and then I think her past is haunting her. I actually still seen the movie last year, but as far as I remember, I actually really enjoyed it. It's just about a story about a woman played by Daniela Pineda basically being haunted by this one urban legend thing that kids are spreading, and it's really cool as hell. I really enjoyed it, and I believe that this film plays her as a lot of the people think she's insane or crazy or has schizophrenia. It's so good. All right, coming in at number 4, we have Life Itself. Even though I enjoy the movie a lot, I can see why people really don't like this movie, because, well, I can see critics not like this movie because as much as I do enjoy, because the critics can complain is, oh, it's about movies about life, but everybody dies. Well, not everybody. It does have a happy ending, but well, that is life. Death plays a big part in life. But the thing is that what I don't like about this movie is that this movie's so overly pretentious. Seriously, it's so full of itself in a couple of scenes. Actually, around in any moment in 1, 2, 3 acts, it's so full of itself and trying to convey so much, and it tries to make itself look high and mighty. And I'm like, ugh. This movie tries to win me over because they have Antonio Banderas and they have like a Spanish-speaking cast, and I'm like, oh, you're not convincing me that. And as much as I do enjoy that. At the ending with the whole mom giving her final message to her son, spoiler alert, I do feel like maybe you guys could have cut 5 minutes of it, because I get it, and you can, film is a visual medium. You can show, don't tell. You don't have to spoon feed everybody the message of the movie like that, like crazy. I mean, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's sloppy with it. Mostly the writing can be, I mean, as much as I enjoy the movie, which is really cool, and I do like the dark comedy on it, and it's pretty mean-spirited in some places, which I don't mind. The problem is that, yeah, it is full of itself in a lot of scenes, so yeah, but I still enjoy the movie, but I can see why people don't like it or hate it. Coming in at number 3, we have Shane Black's 2018 reboot, The Predator. I know, I'm gonna get a lot of hate in the comments. Really, I know I am, because I'm like, oh, how could you enjoy The Predator? That movie's, it retcons a lot of stuff in it, and it turns the franchise into a B horror movie. Well, wasn't the first one sort of a B horror movie? I mean, the first one is about an action scene in the jungle in Mexico. It was shot in Mexico, but it was supposed to take place in Central America, but it was shot in Mexico. And Arnold Schwarzenegger and his homeboys, everybody, Carl Weathers also is getting stalked by this alien that you can't see, which is a masterpiece. I will cover Predator someday, which it's a masterpiece, and this one is nowhere near as good as the first Predator movie. But then again, it's kind of a B plot. A group of guys getting stalked by an alien in the jungle. It is kind of a B movie, but then again, it's not fair for me to say that, because I kind of don't like the whole B plot movie sort of thing. I don't like calling movies a B plot. With this one, I really dug the cast. What made me love this film, or just like it a lot actually, was the cast. I really love the loonies. I love Olivia Munn. I love the kid played by Jacob Tremblay. I also like that whole autistic subplot with the little message about autism. People who have mental disabilities are actually kind of a step in evolution, which is really cool, because I know a lot of autistic people and they're really freaking smart. Really, they are. And the action is really cool. It doesn't, even though there's a ton of comedy, it's a Shane Black movie. It's a ton of comedy in it, but in my opinion, well, mostly in the first and second act, it doesn't detract from the tension, because there are some cool intense scenes. Really, it was shot well. If I have any problems with the movie, it's so obvious that there's a lot of reshoots, and there's some characters and plot holes there that were cut out. There were some plot holes in the movie that could have been explained if they let some original subplots in from the original cut. Because yes, there was an original cut, there was an alternate cut, which I believe it was a director's cut, or Shane likes to call it The Predator AM, and this is PM. But The Predator actually had an original finished cut, as I'm assuming, and then Fox did not like it or didn't do well in test screenings, and they made Shane Black reshoot the movie. And this movie unfortunately does have the curse of studio interference, and it clearly shows. Even though I enjoyed the final cut, I do have also another shit I have is I feel this movie's way too fast paced. Like, holy shit, can you stop the brakes? Then again, I do enjoy this pacing more than The Rise of Skywalker. Sorry. I know I took another jab at The Rise of Skywalker, but honestly, I prefer the pacing and editing in this one than The Rise of Skywalker, in my opinion. And the final, the climax, the final act, ew, it's a mess. Except for the ending, well, not the ending, the way that everything all wraps up, but I'm like, well, it's awesome. I like how it was shot, but I can tell there was many sequences and shots that were left in the cutting room roll that are yet to be seen. And the MacGuffin is, it does sound cool on paper, but when I mean, it looked cool when I saw it in theaters the first time, and I have the Blu-ray, and I also redeemed the digital copy, and I rewatched it just yesterday, and just the more I look at it, the more I think about it, I'm like, this is the stupidest thing. Really? That is the whole MacGuffin of the movie? Really? You're gonna give us this ending? And I'm like, really? This is, well, if they're gonna make another one, if they're gonna make a direct follow-up to this, they better destroy that MacGuffin as soon as possible. Because, oh boy. And I do love the comedy. It's like R-rated, but then again, people are like, oh, there's just so much Marvel comedy in it, but I'm like, you're giving Marvel way too much credit, seriously. And even if it is Marvel humor, as they call it, ooh, I hit my mic. Hey, at least we finally get R-rated Marvel comedy. I mean, shit, I just freaking love I just love the scene where Olivia Munn's character just gets into the base, to the aliens, to the government base, and it's just doing the disc. Oh, is it just us, or is this room getting bigger? And the agent that's basically escorting Olivia Munn's character every fucking time. I just love it, and I just love also the Predator is in this movie is so cool. It's very expressive, and I'm glad they use practical effects, with the exception of the Ultimate Predator, as they call it. But man, I just love, I still enjoy this movie. I can see people not liking this movie or hate this movie. Oh no, I get it. I really get it. Honestly, the more I watch it, even though I still love it, and I do enjoy all the Predator movies, this is my camera died. I mean, the light died, but hey, let's get on with the show. It is the Predator is still my least favorite out of all 4 Predator movies. I'm not counting AVP. So basically, it's Predator, Predator 2, Predators, and the Predator. So yeah, the Predator, it's low rank for me, but I still love it. I still enjoy it, really. In my opinion, it's just a nice, fun movie, and actually it has a decent, cool message and theme about autism. It's really cool. It doesn't disrespect people with autism, and again, the loonies, they're awesome. All right, coming in at number 2, we have Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, the Ultimate Edition, not the theatrical cut. If I want to have one word to say about the theatrical cut, is messy. And the Ultimate Edition, if you've seen Batman v Superman but only the theatrical cut, I highly recommend, if you want to give it another chance, please look at the Ultimate Edition, because this is actually the original cut that was supposed to be in theaters, but for some reason last minute Warner Brothers chopped 20 to 30 minutes of footage down, and it messed up the entire movie. It actually explains everything with that, why Superman wasn't able to detect the bomb in the courtroom. I'm not gonna give it away, but even I'm a comic book fan, I know why. But thankfully in the Ultimate Edition they explain it for people who don't know Superman's abilities, and it gives also another decent reason on why Batman is so grungy and pretty much, yeah, he does a lot of horrible things, and he's so dark as usual. Then again, if I have any problems with the Ultimate Edition, is that, okay, Doomsday is still in it. I mean, I like how the movie takes risks still, but I don't know. I'm not a fan of Doomsday in this one. And the fight between Batman and Superman still lasts for 8 minutes over a 3-hour long cut. Okay, but still, this film is the Ultimate Edition of the theatrical cut, it flows way smoother, and actually I still enjoy Batman v Superman, even though it's messy in some places, and I hate the Doomsday subplot and stuff like that, and the fight doesn't last as much, and I still don't like the outcome of the fight, really, to be honest with you guys. Not the whole Martha, say Martha, no, actually, I do like that say Martha thing. It's just that the whole Victor, there is a winner in this movie. I mean, people say there's no winner, there is a winner. I still don't like how he won the fight. Seriously, come on. But yeah, still still messy, but you know, I still think it's a good to great movie. It's not perfect, obviously, for me, but yeah, I still highly like the movie. So Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice Ultimate Edition, check it out. And coming in at number 1, we have Alien 3, and again, I'm talking about the assembly cut. Even though I do enjoy the theatrical cut, actually, I can tell this is not David Fincher's vision, and the assembly cut is more keen to David Fincher's vision. As much as they should have stopped at Aliens, really, if there's gonna be any other installment and give the Ripley character a proper finale, Ellen Ripley's character, I still feel like this is the definitive ending to Ellen Ripley, even though that, yeah, a lot of that stuff from Aliens was kind of, it felt like it was all for nothing, and the ending is so depressing. The whole entire movie is super depressing, and but I do love the thing about losing hope and religion, and about just overcoming for what you don't have. You have nothing, so how are you gonna overcome things? It's really deep movie. David Fincher, although again there was a ton of studio interference on Fox, fucking 20th Century Fox, still, from the stuff that he wanted to put in, I still feel like it's still a true David Fincher movie, and man, it's amazing. It's so beautifully shot and amazingly well acted. Aside from Sigourney Weaver as Ellen Ripley, man, we have Charles Dance, and holy shit, guys, that guy he's my favorite character aside from Ellen Ripley in the movie. There is so much A-list British actors in this movie, in my opinion, and they also make this film, just like The Predator, the acting just makes it up, the characters just make it up, and it's so cool. And also having a planet, a prison with no guns or stuff like that, and they have one alien to kill, a xenomorph, and it's crazy. If I have any negative things to say, is that yeah, it still feels a little messy, and it doesn't feel like David Fincher's true vision was put on screen from the assembly cut, and also from the theatrical, from the chess versus scene, from the theatrical versus assembly. I prefer the theatrical, because theatrical, at least it has a live dog getting, you know, his chest bursted out, and the assembly cut, it's a dead ox, and I'm like, wait, shouldn't the living thing be still living while the chest burst is coming out, or no? I mean, what you guys think in the comment section for that? Yeah, but still, I still dig Alien 3. Out of all the 5 movies that I really love the most, if I had to pick, I pick Alien 3, the one to watch the most. I do enjoy The Predator, I do enjoy Base Superman and Life Itself, and yeah, I can't even say Mercy Black, but still, Alien 3 is, in my opinion, one of the most underrated and best Alien films, aside from Prometheus, and I would even say Alien Covenant. Alien Resurrection, it's fun. It's a guilty pleasure for me. AVP, unfortunately, I'm not gonna discuss those 2 movies. Okay. First one, guilty pleasure for me, okay? It's, to me, I don't think it's a good movie at all, but it's okay. AVP R, you. So that is my video for top 5 movies that I actually quite like or love, but a lot of people hate. And thank you guys so much for watching my video. This is Javi from Javi Productions signing off, and I hope you guys enjoyed the show.